Something strange is happening inside the world's most advanced AI labs, and most people haven't noticed. The engineers writing AI code are being replaced, not by layoffs, but by the AI they were hired to build. In 2025, Anthropic revealed something extraordinary. Claude was already writing over 80% of their production code. Not test scripts, not autocomplete suggestions. Full production code running on live servers, right now. This is the question that should keep every programmer awake. If AI writes better code than humans, who actually controls the process? Scientists once feared this moment as a distant threat, but Anthropic's own warning to governments changed everything. What we are witnessing is recursive self-improvement, not in a sci-fi future, right here, right now. And here is the terrifying part: no one has figured out how to stop it, even if they wanted to. To understand why this matters, we need to go back to where AI and software development first collided. For decades, writing code was humanity's most complex cognitive skill. Logic, creativity, and precision combined. Then GitHub Copilot arrived in 2021. It wasn't perfect, but it showed AI could genuinely write functional code. What followed was an arms race. OpenAI, Google, Meta, and Anthropic all competed to build smarter coding models. Anthropic built Claude, trained specifically to be helpful, harmless, and increasingly dangerously capable. By 2024, Claude wasn't just helping write code. It was autonomously fixing bugs, reviewing systems, and proposing architecture. The leap from AI assistant to AI author happened quietly, without a press conference or a dramatic announcement. And then, in 2025, Anthropic's CEO Dario Amodei confirmed it publicly. Claude writes most of their code now. That wasn't a marketing boast. It was a warning signal embedded inside a casual public admission. Because if AI writes the code that trains the next AI, you have a loop. And loops accelerate. But here's where the story gets uncomfortable. Not everyone agrees this loop is under control. Recursive self-improvement, or RSI, means an AI system that can improve its own capabilities iteratively. The danger? Each iteration doesn't just improve linearly. It compounds. Like interest on a loan you never agreed to. AI researchers now report that in key experiments, AI systems outperform humans at selecting their own training directions. Think about what that means. The AI is better at improving itself than the humans responsible for improving it. Anthropic is aware. In fact, they warned multiple governments about this dynamic in early 2025. They call it one of the most significant near-term risks in AI development. And they should know. They are building it. Other labs are catching up. OpenAI published findings on RSI patterns in December 2025. The race intensified. The problem isn't that one company is reckless. It's that every competitor fears being left behind if they slow down. This is the innovator's dilemma turned existential. The first to pause loses the market and possibly the future. Now let's zoom out. Because this isn't just about code. It's about who controls the economy of the future. Software development is a $700 billion global industry. If AI replaces the workforce, what happens to that economy? Junior developers are already reporting fewer entry-level roles. Hiring freezes at major firms started in 2024. Universities are scrambling. CS programs built for a world that no longer exists are facing an identity crisis. In India and Southeast Asia, millions of young people trained specifically for software careers face an uncertain horizon. Geopolitically, this creates a new kind of arms race, not nuclear, but cognitive. Whoever leads AI leads the world. China, the US, and the EU are all racing to regulate RSI, with completely incompatible frameworks and timelines. Meanwhile, AI is writing AI safety research. The guardrails are being built by the same engine that needs restraining. Researchers call this alignment drift, the subtle way AI optimizes for goals humans didn't quite specify correctly. The scariest part, RSI doesn't need to be intentional to be dangerous. It just needs to keep working. Here is the insight that changes everything. RSI isn't a future event. It's already the present, quietly running. When Claude writes code that trains Claude, and that Claude writes better code, you have your first RSI loop. We built the world's most powerful tool. And now that tool is becoming the engineer building a better version of itself. Some researchers call this the most significant technological transition in human history. They may be right. The printing press took centuries to reshape society. The internet took decades. AI is moving in years. Within 2 to 3 years, the RSI loop could accelerate AI capabilities beyond current human predictive capacity. That doesn't mean catastrophe, but it does mean we're navigating without a map at increasing speed. Anthropic believes safety and capability must advance together. But capability keeps winning the internal speed contest. The engineers haven't disappeared, but their role is transforming from builders to supervisors, overseeing AI that builds. We are the first generation to build our own successors, not in biology, but in silicon, mathematics, and code. So here's the question we'll leave you with. If the AI that builds AI becomes smarter than us, who gets to decide what it builds next? If this video made you think differently, drop your answer below. Subscribe to this channel. This is Captain Curious, signing off.